Good evening and welcome to our live coverage from Perth Stadium. You join us for this.
A surprising decision to take to the field. Conditions feel like there won't be a lot on offer for the bowlers, and the opening batters will want to capitalise on what seems a bad call.
There'll be one run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
No, no, no!
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Timed that brilliantly.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Keeper! Keeper!
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
10 runs added in that over. India are 10 for none. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the northern end. Great shot through the gap.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Hey! Oh, well bowled.
That was a pretty wild delivery. Lost all control.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Bowlers!
A couple on offer here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Hazard!
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yep.
Keeper!
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Finds the fielder with that shot. Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive.
Result in ejection from the venue. Into the second over, India are now on 27 for 1.
The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep, yep.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Could that be out? Looks so.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Yes, keeper, keeper.
Misses everything.
Oh, well bowled.
Naughty with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
That's a brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
End of the over. India are 37 for 2. Edged it. Loud shout. And gone straight to the keeper.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Yep.
An example of how good the modern player is at sliding across the outfield.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
So quick to cut it away. Beautifully done.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's raced to the boundary.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep, yep. Yep.
Thrashed away. What a shot.
It was lovely footwork. A great shot, a glorious shot, actually, to get back and play it like that.
Nokia from the south end. Ah, that's got to hurt. Misjudged that one.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Nice bowling.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Yep. Yep.
Super. shot, that.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep, yep.
Finds the edge.
Yep.
Bowler's end.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Maharaj, the left armour, is the new bowler from the northern end.
Yeah.
Strong appeal.
Yeah.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
It was full and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
Yep.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep, yep. No, no, no!
The right decision not to take on that fielder.
Maharaj ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Going with pace now. Wow, that's missed a lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yeah.
Edged.
Yes.
Had
nice
to pull off the
bowling.
big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Nice shot.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Keeper.
Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the northern end. Blocks that ball out of the way with the pad. And taken by the wicket-keeper. Brilliant bowling to get the edge.
All round.
Patel takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment. Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Had to clear the front leg in order to get under the ball and did brilliantly to hit it straight back over the bowler's head.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Rabada with the ball in hand again.
Yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
You just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there and you get what you deserve.
Rabada shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Yep.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but overpitched and got what it deserved.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Good bit of timing there.
That's incredible. Just the power on that shot. That's the sort of thing you want to see in the crowd when you come to the cricket.
Rabada is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be to go back to your stock delivery and move on from there. Brilliant shot, that.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
A really good stroke, this. Pretty good bouncer. Very quickly into position.
That's the best answer to any short ball. Get onto the back foot and pull it away for 4.
Yep. No!
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Nicely played.
They're the sort of shots that you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrist to keep control and find the boundary.
Catch it!
Very sweet off the bat and 4 all the way.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Yep. No!
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yep.
Brilliant diving stop. 16 runs added there.
End of the 10th over.
India are 123
now
for 4.
123 for 4.
That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone is going to need to step up with a big score. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance.
Yes. Ballers in.
There'll be one run here for them.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Couldn't get it through the field.
Well bowled.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yes.
A lovely drive square.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep. Keeper.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over, 6 off it. South Africa are 6 for none. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the northern end.
Catch it. Keepers.
Yes.
Nicked it through the field. Will it get to the boundary? Boundary. Off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
The captain making some adjustments to the field here. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive, could have been worth more.
Yes.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Catch.
Superbly played through the covers for 4.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary. The field comes up, looking to stop the easy singles.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
A few moves made in the field. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Timed that brilliantly.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch.
Yep.
And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. The captain making some adjustments to the field
Right.
here.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yes.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Singh, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the northern end.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yeah.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Sharma, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Good shot. He's found the gap.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here.
With the changes in the field, the captain looks to be going for a more balanced approach.
Yes.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Catch it.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Yep.
Umpire signals wide, such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Over. South Africa are 46 for none.
46 for none.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Bowling, the left armour is coming into the attack.
Yes.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Those runs bring
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score. A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yeah, yep.
Ball is in.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs. This is a good field, I think. Not too aggressive, but not overly defensive either.
Yeah.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Huge appeal.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Yes.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Du Plessis has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. End of the over. 16 runs coming from it. South Africa are 62 for 1. Singh from the northern end. Going with spin now.
Change of bowling. The finger spinner is coming on to bowl.
Yep.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Yeah, yeah.
Pierce the gap and gets their first runs.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
White there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Unable to get the scoreboard moving.
Oh dear, played on. A hint of misfortune, and that is out.
An innings that promised much and really round.
Markram won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
Yeah, yep.
Markram ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
That was pure elegance, right out of the textbook, that shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yes.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
No runs on that occasion, got in to position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap. Some moves being made in the field, looking pretty balanced now between defensive and attacking.
Yeah, yeah.
Pulled in off the boundary rope. Good fielding out there.
Yes.
Really good shot there.
It was lovely footwork, a great shot, a glorious shot actually to get back and play it like that.
For 2.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Huge edge.
Yeah, yep.
High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance. Out. Good catch.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease.
Yes.
Klassen will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
Yes.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
92 for 3.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yep.
Klassen gets off the mark.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my, that's racing away.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
Yep.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Yeah, yeah.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
A little bit of wobble on that ball and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Yeah, yeah.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle.
Yes.
End of the over, 11 runs coming from it. South Africa are 103 for 3. The right armour is coming into the attack from the northern end.
A few moves made in the field.
Plenty of wickets in hand coming into the final over. May as well go for broke.
The captain bringing a good balance to this field, I think.
Hazard!
Bowler is confident on this one.
Another one gone, the 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yes.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
timed that perfectly. Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
Yes.
That's off the middle of the bat.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
They could fulfill a childhood dream. A boundary needed off the last ball. The tension is unbelievable out there.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
To win. Can't see them running 3.
I like this field choice. A good move, I'd say.
South Africa need a big one. The fielders need to protect the boundary. They will not mind giving up a single.
Yes.
Keepers!
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's the end of the over. Just